Welcome everyone, namaste to all of you. Today is a new meeting about the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali. We are at the Yama number 5 and today's subject is Aprigraha. Aprigraha, what a long word. Remember, this is the 5th. Let's get back to the number 1, Ahimsa, non-violence. Number 2, Satyam. Number 3, Asteya. Satyam means truth, truthfulness. Asteya number 3, non-stealing. Then we had the fabulous one of Brahmacharya, number 4. And today we are with Aprigraha. So what is this Aprigraha? Let's say 3 words. Non-attachment, non-greedy or greediness, and non-possessiveness. Let's enter in a meditation with these 3 words. So as usual, your back is straight, sit with the crossing legs, in Siddhasana or Padmasana, as you like. Relax your shoulders, close your eyes, and relax the muscles of your face, the jaw, the eyebrow in the middle of the eyes. Relax that part. Swallow the liquids in your mouth. And 3 deep breathing. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. One more time. Non-possessiveness, non-attachment. What is your relationship with non-attachment? What is the meaning of it? To be attached. Keep your eyes closed. Okay, rub your hands as usual. Create this warming sensation in the middle of the hands, the palms, and then put your palms in front of your eyes and feeling this warmness, this light of the sun, Surya, entering through your eyes, embodying the light of the sun inside of you, illuminating that inner space. Remember, your soul lives in a cocoon inside of you, very protected place, the Atman, individual soul. Okay, and then slowly remove your hands, open your eyes. Here we are again with Aprigraha. Aprigraha. So what is the meaning of non-attachment? I'm asking you. Let's have a conversation, you and me. This is mine. Should I give it to you? If I give it to you, it's not mine anymore. Will I lose something? Yes. Or do I lose it or give it to you? Because if you give it, you shouldn't lose it. Otherwise, because to lose something is a little bit heavier, no? But if I give it to you, I'm free of any response, any reaction, or what do you think? How do you feel? Now you give it to me. You have it and you give it to me. And you give to me something that it's not so precious, but it's something important for you. Will you give it to me? Or you give it to your brother or your sister or to your mother or to a foreigner, a stranger? Hey, do you have €1? Why should I give you €1? I mean €1 because if you're begging for money in the train station, hey, do you have €1? Do you have €2? Some people came to me in Spain, in the subway or train station. Hey, do you have €2? I mean, if you put the price of it, then is do you have any coins? What is the meaning? Why we are begging? Why people asking for money? Why should you give to them money? It's your money. Maybe you sweat to get it, you know, you had to work in the night and your boss pay you half of what he had to pay you, and you've been a little bit cheated, and somebody comes and say, hey, do you have €2? And nowadays maybe €2, you know, it's €2 every day. €2, it's €60 in 1 month. It's €720 in 1 year. So €2 every day, it's €720 in 1 year. Is a flight ticket, go and back somewhere in Asia and South America. So, will I give it to you, or do I'm greedy and I'm not sharing with you? There are examples, no? Just to enter in the space of Aprigraha, non-possessiveness. See the kids, we spoke about this already, about the kids. This is mine, no, this is, and you go and you steal it. I have this, I'm playing with this, I'm very young, you know, and suddenly my cousin is coming with all his family and he's seeing this and he's grabbing it to him, he's taking it and I start to cry. But the kids, they don't really know what is possessiveness. You know why? Because there is a fantastic example related to this. I'll tell the story now. There were these Olympic Games of kids. Yeah, the kids also, they go for Olympic Games, not only adult, you know. So there were these kids doing athleticism, and somehow they had to face some obstacles. It was like a trivial with some obstacles. So there were all these kids in the line, and then when remove, all the kids went, and they start to run, yes, to run. But suddenly one of them, by the obstacles, just fell down, hurt a little bit the knee, and what happened? Some of the kids turned back by seeing him, or the one who were running after him, saw them falling, and suddenly they all stopped. They all stopped to look at this friend, this boy that was a little bit hurting the knee. It was not so much painful, and they say, let's come. And they keep on running, and you know what happened? They all cross the line together. The finish, of the race, they all cross together. Whole stadium was amazed. I said, what is that? What are they doing? This is amazing. This is just unbelievable. I mean, it's unbelievable for maybe the man, the adult, that forgot what is companionship, brotherhood, sisterhood. You know? Why? Imagine now a real athleticism. All the men are here, or the woman ready to go. Get out, okay. They start to run and they have to jump on the obstacles. And one of them falls. And you just saw it, you know, by the angle of your eyes and say, wow, yes, one less. See the difference? Where are we today in 2020 in our society? What is our society teaching us really? What are the schools teaching the children? Non-possessiveness, non-attachment, non-greedy, greedy. According to Patanjali, Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, they know also about the calendar. They know also about the movement of the sky, the movement of the planets. And according to Indian astrology, we have cycles. The period of Satya, remember the second one, Ahimsa, Satya, truthfulness. The cycle of Satya Yuga means cycle. It was like 10,000 years ago. And in India, 10,000 years ago, India seems to be very prosperous. India were like very knowledgeable, and the plants and the trees and the nature and the roots were abundant, completely abundant. The medicine that we have today, the roots that we can take, we need this amount to create the medicine. But before, we needed just a cut of a root to heal a person. Medicine, plants, roots were much efficient than today. It's not only that human beings were more in touch with the higher consciousness, but nature was abundant. And then it started to lose power, and we get to 2020, and now we are in this era. The era of Kali Yuga means ignorance, egoism, and greediness. This is where we are, where humanity is inside, thinking. And see the bigger picture. If you see around you what is happening in our world, we are in 2020, in between one eclipse and another eclipse, because today is the 2nd or 3rd of July, and the 5th of July there is the moon eclipse, and we had the big sun eclipse on 21 of June. And see how everything is going with the virus. Yeah, I'm talking about this. Maybe you will watch this video sometimes further on, but this is what we are living, and we are living in suffering because each one wants more. The one who rules wants more for me. Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi, if you don't know him, I will put a photo. But usually many people know about Mahatma Gandhi. Gandhi said long time ago, he said, there is enough food for you, for me, for everyone on planet Earth. Planet is giving enough food for everyone. So why there is people who suffers anger and others they are on the yacht calling the domestic and saying, I want a langost for today. So how do you get the langostina? Huh? So you take the helicopter from the big yacht, you go on the land, you go shopping and you come back, and tonight you will have langostina to eat. Isn't it crazy that somebody can send another person to buy with helicopter, and then somewhere else you have the guys who has hardly something to drink and to eat? Is it fair? But there is food enough for everyone on planet Earth. So where are we? This is the question of Patanjali. How do you need? How do you need? Now you go eat. Okay, let's eat. How much do you need of food, really? You eat, I eat, and then what? Do we want more? Well, let's take another example. It's a very nice example, this one also. We are in a meeting or in a workshop or everywhere, and there is food available, and you and me has to queue. Okay, we queue, and you look, wow, look at the table, wow, looks very good food, but it's not much, you know, because how I see people, how they serve themselves in the plate, and how many people is still in the back of me waiting, queuing, I think no one will get this food. We will have something else, maybe the white rice, because it seems that people they are taking more than what is needed for them. And this is what happened to our society. This what happened to the big. I don't want to speculate too much, but we need to go into it to understand better Aprigraha. You know, there is this amazing example also about the car industry. You know, before they used to really to build very strong cars, or the light. You know, I don't remember the name of the one you fix with electricity that gives light, the bomb. Do you know that the first bomb that has been built more than 100 years ago is still alive? Is still functioning? Isn't it amazing? No, it's not amazing. It's just because now they make new one, that sometimes you go and you just shake them and you say, oh, sorry, this is broke. I can feel it already. It's so delicate. They make it so perfectly delicate that maybe in the transport or by giving to you, it's broke already. And after 1 week, you have to change it. Or after 6 months, you have to change the one. It's just consuming. So the example of the cars, it came that an agreement in between the one who produce the cars, the manufacturers, they agree that a car shouldn't last more than 10 years. Or this piece of the car should last 7 years. After 7 years, it will break, boom, like this, and then you will have to change it. So what is the point of it? Consuming. Why we need me to consume more? Because I'm greedy. I want more. And I want more. Because I'm never satisfied with what I have. It is why I'm coming to your place and I'm taking your things. Also related to non-stealing. Non-stealing and non-attachment, they are very brother and sister. They are very close. They're almost the same. In another way, but they're almost the same. So what is the Aprigraha? What Patanjali wanted to transmit us, to teach us about this, about happiness. Happiness. Are you happy with what you have, or do you need more? Do you know in India, the sadhus, the renunciant, the untouchable, remember, we saw it in Brahmacharya, the number 4. We spoke about the untouchable also. We have the 4 castes in India, you know, the Brahmin and all of the Sudras, the Kshetriyas, and we have the law, the 5th class is untouchable. They have nothing, even they don't have clothes, because it's already too much to be attached to a rope or to a shirt or to a t-shirt. Some of them, they go completely naked. They say, I don't want anything to be attached to. Anything. And then other people, they have how many pairs of shoes in the furniture, you know? Say, but this is, why you have some, yeah, you use one, twice, or maybe you never used it. And then what do you do with this? Is you collect it? It's for, what is the meaning of this impulsiveness of the zodiac sign of Aries? Aries is a planet of so much impulsiveness all the time. I want this, I want that, I want, because I'm never satisfied. It's very egoistic, right? Zodiac sign. It's tough. It's not easy to deal with this, because then you get sick. You get sick in your bodies. Remember, we have 5 bodies, 5 koshas. So what is the impact of Aprigraha on my physical body? What am I going to lose? Strength. Oh, can you help me? Oh no, it's too heavy, I don't want to do it, I'm going to have back pain, and it's too far, we have to walk too long to help you. So I'm saving my body, I'm saving my muscles. Is it? Have you ever seen a person like this who's so lazy that is not doing anything, you know? Because maybe he's thinking that he's going to lose something if he's helping others. I had a few experiences like this. People, they say, I can give, but not too much. Yeah, because I give too much, then I lose it. See how the mind can go in the wrong way? It's the same with the second body. This was the first body, the physical body. The second body is the energetical body, which is somehow related to the first, you know. I cannot do that, it's so much energy to help you, then how can I manage my life if I help you? You know, if I do that for you, if I have to go there, how much energy is needed? So I keep it for me. It's mine. It's my energy. It's not the sun energy. I mean, you nourish yourself through the sun, then you have it, but you cannot give it to another person, because then you will lose it. And what the sun is looking down, and they say, hey, what are you saying? Energy is available all the time, you know. It's like food. The food is all the time available. Why should I eat more than what I really need? And in India, to really understand that means you will never get sick if you eat only when you have digested the previous food. There is a lapse of time in between what I ate this morning at 8 o'clock and now it's 10 o'clock. Should I eat again? Or still I have the mango and the things that I had this morning as a breakfast still in my stomach. This is what creates disease. Because the rest of the food in the stomach, by the new food mixing together, creates toxins, amma. So the wise men, Patanjali, the yogis, Ayurveda suggested not to eat in between 2 meals. If you eat in between 2 meals, then you will cut the digestion. I'm not saying you have to do it, because we have to see Vata, Pitta and Kapha. We need to understand where is the disbalance of Vata in my digestive system, the Pitta, also the fire, and the Kapha. You need to look the 3 of them, that some people it is advised to eat every 2 hours, because they have very slow and low digestive system, that if they eat a lot, a normal plate, a normal meal, for them is too much. They will feel not good, so much heaviness. It will take like 6 hours to digest all this amount of food, because the digestive system is very slow. So according to your Prakruti, Vata, Pitta and Kapha, you need to adjust the way of eating. But generally, what they advise is it's to eat once you have digested the previous food. Okay. Then we have, I wrote in here another 3 words. It's a nice 3 words we can go through. Competition, cooperation and dedication. So let's go through them to understand what is Aprigraha. Competition. Competition is ruled by this planet. I'll show you. Actually, there is 2 planets, and even 3 somehow. Competition is related to this. Mars energy. The fight. I like to fight. I want to be the number 1. I'm in the working place and I want to get on top of on the fabric where I'm working, or the company where I'm working. I want to become the CEO of it, so I will need to fight into it. So this is the word of competition, to defeat others. Because if you really see Mars is a warrior who is fighting against an adversario, an opponent. This is another tricky, because Sun is the king, and Sun wants to be on top of the pyramid, checking all the kingdoms, the civilizations of the world, from the Mayas, the Incas, the Angkor Wat in Cambodia, the pyramids in India. The kings always wanted to be on top of the pyramid, to see everyone from here. One reason for it is to be protected, to see the invasions coming, because if I live in a forest, it's very easy to ambush you. I get from the back and I just kill you, because in the jungle you cannot see. The jungle is not a good place to build a kingdom. It's better to have a land very flat, and you build the kingdom on top of a mountain, and you put your palace up there that you can see around you. And from the palace of the king, you have the warriors, and they're protecting you. But the sun, remember, rules Amkara. And Amkara means the ego. Means I possess all the gold. I have the crown with the stones, the diamonds, the sapphire, and the emerald. I want it. And this Rahu is the planet of greediness. Why? It's very easy to I explained it already before, but maybe you forgot. I show it to you. This is the head and this is the body, and they cut the head. So this is north node of the moon, south node of the moon in astrology. So they cut the head of this guy. And this guy is very greedy. Why? Because he doesn't have a body. And by not having a body, every time I eat, the food falls nowhere. There's nothing to retain in. There's nothing to keep it, and it doesn't need to be digested. So the greediness of this planet, having no digestive system and body, is keeping on eating and eating, wanting, greediness, looking all the time for something. And this planet is related to Kali Yuga, the era we are living now, 2020, is individualism, egoism, greediness. I want it all now. It's very challenging because we are living a moment which is not easy, because as we said before, maybe 30 years ago, 50 years ago, we had much less. But we all had, I'm speaking generally, I know in some countries of South Africa or Bengal, they don't have food. I know, and you know also. But majority of people has something to dress with, has a shelter, and has something to eat. But then we get to more and more. Now it's not enough the way you dress. You need to dress the way Italian style has to be, you know. Isn't it too much? When you go to Italy, everybody looks like a fashion designer. How they dress, you know, is so important. To be part of society, you need to possess. You need to possess the best clothes, the firm, the sign, the Lacoste, the Benetton, or whatever. And not only then you go for hairdresser, because there is a fashion that we have to follow. So hairdresser is important. Maybe 50, 60 years ago they didn't care so much about this, or 100 years ago, or 150 years ago, when we still were living rural, you know, in the camp, in the field, but maybe longer ago, you know. Then becomes the big cities, and having big cities, then you need a nice house, and to have a nice house you need money, and to have a lot of money you need to possess other people working for you. You are the chief, you're commanding other people, and you don't look too much to them. What you look is your bank account. This is egoism. Egoism means I look to myself but not to others. And I possess more. I possess the nice car. And this is so obvious. To spend all your money to buy the new car is, to my eyes, is one of the madness we have in our society. To buy a new car, that after 1 2 years it's already valued half of it, half the price of it. Yeah, it's tough, but some people think like this. So what is Patanjali saying? Why is coming to this, you know, competition? Why to defeat others? Why to be stronger than others? Why to enter in the world of competition? Is it sane for you? It is healthy to live this kind of life? This is what we want, or this is what society wants from us? And then there is the second word, is cooperation. You and me, okay, works together. We work together and for the common goal, right? Much better than the first. The first is very for me. But the second one is we work together for uplifting society, let's say it like this, supporting other people. And the last is dedication. And this is the spiritual one. I dedicate myself to others. What does that mean? I dedicate myself to others. Means where I am. Am I here? Or you first and me second? Like I tend this jaw and then I give you the other one? I don't know. Just check it by yourself. What is dedication? To be in service of others. And to be in service of others is related to this planet, Saturn. Saturn is the opposite of the Sun. Sun is fire, this is cold, this is hot, this is quick, this is slow. This is light and this is shadow. This is ego and this is humbleness. And this is a servant who says, in this life I will serve you, I will serve you, I will serve you. This one say, this is for me and this is for me. The bad king is the one who say, hey, taxes. Now we have to tax more because it's not enough money in the kingdom. I want everything in gold. So dedication to others comes from the heart. Competition comes from Manipura. Here, too much power in the commanding. And when you command, usually you become aggressive and possessive. You are my wife, you are mine. Wow. Yeah, you cannot go out with your girlfriends. You stay home. I possess you. Oh my God. Because since you possessed a car or a clothes, it's okay. You're not hurting anyone. But once you start possessing people, wow. What a karma. Where are we going by thinking that you are mine? Even though I'm saying I'm yours, but still you are thinking you are mine and you cannot go there. Wow. It's challenging, huh? Being non-possessive with a human being. Be good, do good. Let's go back to this after. I want to take another example about two nice examples. One is related to, I heard a wise man talking about these two examples. I've been researching a little bit to give you the best of examples to understand what is non-attachment. And there were this rabbite in a foreign country, and you and me decide to visit the rabbite. Rabbite, if you don't know what is it, is like a priest in the Jewish religion. Usually they wear a hat, the long hair in here, they have beard. So they're very good advisor, okay? They have knowledge. It's like a priest. It's like the Brahmin. You remember Brahmacharya? We spoke about the first caste, the Brahman. So these two people decided to travel and to go to visit the rabbin, to get knowledge and to get maybe a blessing from him. And when you and me get there, we said, this is the house? This is where you live? A simple room like this with all, yeah, you have plenty of books actually. Wow. Where are your furniture? You know, the couch, the TV and everything. And And the rabbi answered to him, said, where are you? Where are you, furniture? And I say, I don't need furniture. I came to trip. I cannot take my couch with me. I came to visit you in here. And the rabbi look at him and they say, I'm also visiting this place, this planet, this life. Why do you want to accumulate so much? And one day for sure you will have to die. And everything you have been collecting like crazy, spending so much time, energy, physical power, physical strength, mental thoughts, even emotional thinking, how to get so much, to finally realize that nothing belongs to you, nothing you will take in the other part once you will die. Some of it will stay as ancestor properties to your family, but how much is value, how much is the time we spend by accumulating more things of greediness comparing to living the life, really living the life, you know. Like the sadhus in India or the renunciant, the people who walk every 3 days from one place to another one, not to be attached to the persons that I'm meeting. I'm a sadhu, I'm walking, I'm meeting you. I will stay no more than 3 days with you, and then I will leave. I go another place. Even though I like you, even though you're fitting me, even though you're giving me clothes and everything, I will leave the place. Not to be attached of you, of your emotion, of your mind, of your clothes, of your food. So they were performing, and they are still in India, the sadhus, they walk from one place to another one. Oh my God, my telephone went crazy. Okay, craziness is there. So the sadhus, they move from one place to another one, not to be attached neither to the physical environment where they are. Wow, what a nice river. I want to live here. Look at this, I can bath every day in the river. It's so fresh. And look the nature around me and the sunshine we have today. So you're not moving from there anymore. You're attached to that place. Okay, you build your house there. And the sadhu keeps on walking. And you say, no, I'm greedy. I'm possessive. I want this. This is the most beautiful place I haven't seen in my life. And the sadhu keeps on walking. And you stay. And you build a nice hut. And you live and you bath every day by the river. And this beautiful sunshine is here, full of nature. And suddenly, after 3-4 months, start to rain. Yeah, monsoon is coming. The raining season is coming. And it start to rain 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 1 week. Maybe stop 1 day, but then again rain. And you see the river, how it's growing, it's growing, it's growing. And you say, wow, I cannot bath anymore in the river. The current is so strong, it's so much water coming from the mountain that I cannot bath there anymore. Oh my God. You know? And the fruits that are not there anymore, because there were fruits who were growing with the sunlight. And now it's raining, it's dark every day, you know, there is not more fruit to eat. And I see my refugee, my hut, that if I stay here 1 more week, the river will come out and the water will come to my place, and I don't know how I'm going to live in here. So quickly he took his bag and he went away. Nature has cycles, like we have cycles in our life, and universe has the cycles, right? And there is another beautiful example also about hell and paradise. So let's go, you and me, let's go to paradise. Now let's go to hell first. You go to hell and you check. You get to hell, you open the doors and you say, wow, look at these guys. They look so sad, you know, unhealthy, you know. But they have plenty of food in the middle of, right? They are like a ceremony, like a circle. Everyone around this, look at the amazing food they have, you know. And they look all so unhealthy, you know, slimy, and it seems that nobody can eat. And then you figure out that all the people, you know, they had like a wood down the arm that they couldn't bend the forearm and the end like this. So they were taking the food, but they were not able to bend and eat it. And this was what they figured out about hell. This is really hell, you know. You have the food, but you cannot eat it. So they closed the door of the hell, and they went to the other part. They opened the door of the paradise, and they said, wow, look at these guys. They're all smiling. They look healthy, you know, and they look friendly to each other. While in hell, everybody was like worried and in his angle and staying here like, wow. And they look in paradise, the same. Food everywhere, people around it. Huh? So what is the secret of it? They checked. This guy also had the arm blocked. They couldn't bend. So how did they feed them? Then they saw one of them took the food, came to you, and give it into your mouth. And then another one came, and they get the food from another hand, from another person. Huh? This is dedication to others. By being solidarious, by being aware of what we have in the world as a food, there is enough, as we said before. But the tendency of I need more, and this comes from upadai. Upadai is a Sanskrit word. I think in one of the videos before I spoke about it, but I wish to repeat it because it's important. Upadai means allurement or seduction. Remember, the two major obstacles in human being are fear and desires. So upadai somehow is related to desire, to pleasure. And society, unfortunately, through the media, through the television, through the posters, through the reviews, through any way of communication, upadai means putting a veil of ignorance on top of the people. Telling them you need this, this and that to be happy. Without this, this and that, you will be out of society, in an angle, sad and not fulfilling your desires. So this is what society selling to humanity. They sell us illusion, something that doesn't belong to us, that we don't need it. It's not needed. But we think we need it all the time. All the time. I need this, I need that, I need that. If I don't have it, I'm no one. It's very tricky. It's very tricky, Aprigraha, because Again, this planet is the planet of temptation, to the point of becoming obsessed by things. I really need it. I really believe that I need it. Great. We are very good with the time. I want to speak about another thing related to the 5 bodies. We spoke about the physical body. I cannot help you because I have to move my hands. I cannot help you because energetically, if I do it, then I will lose my energy, so I cannot help you. And then you have from the emotional and the mental body, you know. Emotionally, if I do it for you, what is the feedback you're giving to me? Mentally, intellectually is worst, because the intellect starts to calculate. If I do that for you, then you should do that for me. But I will not telling to you. I will do it, but I know inside of me, you have to give me back from this. So it's not a free service. It's not a karma yoga. Karma yoga means an action without expecting anything in change. And this is what happened a lot in the temples of India, in the ashrams of India. You go in the community, ashram means community, basically, and you go there, usually you pay for food and accommodation, and you spend 4 or 5 hours every day serving, helping, being in the kitchen, cleaning the toilet, being on the river, painting the walls, or preparing the flowers, cutting the flowers for the prayer in the nighttime. You know? And this is related to this planet. Saturn is really the planet of who wants to teach us to do the action without expectation from it. Okay? So the thing that, if you think, I'm doing this, and then one day you will do it for me, you're already bullshitting yourself. You are trapped. This is not sincere inside of your heart. This is not the way of Patanjali talking. Patanjali say to be non-possessive, just do the action without expectation of any rewards. This is the real karma yoga of India. You are in the ashram, you've been painting the walls all day long, and you come in the afternoon at the end with the meeting, singing together. You still have color in here, your hands full of color, you could wash everything, you know, and nobody says anything to you. Oh, thank you for how good you have painting the walls. Nobody saying anything. This is not to increase your ego. Don't need to increase your ego. If you have been doing this, you've been doing it for the community, to be all together. Remember, cooperation, working together. Dedication is a benefit for others. For the next who are coming, the walls are painted beautifully. Or the bridge in the river, I've been there. We had to build the bridge by gathering stones together and putting a planch of wood in order to go slowly 3 bridges or 4 bridges in a very wild river, you know, where you had some current of the water coming like this. And we had to prepare the bridges for others, benefit of others, that from that valley you cross the river and you go to the temple in here. instead of losing yourself in the water, warm and getting wet, or even is dangerous when it's a lot of water. This is the idea. This is the idea of non-possessiveness. To be not in the suffering of this is me and the greediness, just serve others, uplift society, be in service. Right? Beautiful. We have 2 minutes to close our eyes. As usual, sit in a comfortable position. The shoulders are relaxed. The face muscles are relaxed. Relax your eyebrow. Connect to your breath 3 times. And let this information sink deeply inside of you, of what is greediness, non-attachment, non-possessiveness. What is your life related to Aprigraha, your relationship with the 5 of your bodies and the external world. Wonderful, beautiful. You can wrap your hands, create this warming sensation, and put the palms in front of your eyes, feeling the prana, the vital force of the sun, invading all your body. And then slowly open your eyes. Remove your hands together in Namaskar Mudra, thumbs facing the heart. Thank you very much for your attention. Walk safe, walk towards other people, never only me. And this is a beautiful medicine of Patanjali. Thank you for your attention. Bole Baba Ki Jai.